You know, guys, today I want to talk about something that has been bothering me for quite some time. And this is the hypocrisy of the people of this country. Man, I have realized that in this country, a lot of people are hypocrites. A lot of people are dishonest. And as a result, the country cannot move forward. I'm saying this because you remember last week, the news came out that Helen Zille is thinking about running for the mayorship of Johannesburg. Helen Zille is considering running for the mayorship of Johannesburg. And the people on social media, they completely lost their minds. They said, no, this is unacceptable. Helen Zille should not be allowed anywhere near Johannesburg. Helen Zille is a white supremacist. You remember this is what Umkhonto we Party say, that Helen Zille is a white supremacist. And the DA as a political party, they are a racist political party because they do not believe in black leadership. This is what Herman Mashaba said. And one of the things, again, that Herman Mashaba said is that if Helen Zille is about fixing, let her fix Kailicha, Guguli, Tulanga, Michelle's Plains, and those places in the Western Cape. And this is an argument that a lot of people made on social media to say if the DA is serious about black people in this country, then they must do something about Langa, Guguletu, Michelle's Plain, and those places in the Western Cape. And it looks like the DA is not doing anything about those places in the Western Cape. And this means that the DA hates black people. This is an argument that people made on social media. You know, guys, what I found quite strange is that the same people that are scolding the DA because of having such places in the Western Cape, they have not said anything about the ANC. Because I can sit here and say, okay, fair enough. If this is what you guys want, fair enough. But why are you guys not saying anything about the ANC? Because you can look there in Gauteng. In Gauteng, you also have places like Alexandra, you have places like Deep Sloot, you have a lot of places that are filled with black people, and there's an abject poverty. But I don't see people scolding the ANC and saying that the ANC, you hate black people. The same way they say the DA is hating black people. You see, this is the hypocrisy that I'm talking about. Because somehow the people that are opposed to an idea of Helen Zille running for the mayorship of Johannesburg are not saying anything about the ANC being allowed or being given a chance to govern Gauteng. And these two political parties, you can actually scold them with one thing and say that the DA, the situation with Langa Guguletu and Michelle's Plain, it is the reason why we don't want you to come here. And the ANC, the situation with the Deep Sloot and Alexandra, this is the reason why we don't want you to come in here. And I can sit here and say that, okay, maybe I do not agree with what these people are saying, but they are being fair. But this is not what people are doing. People are not being fair. They have not said anything about the ANC and where the ANC governs, and the fact that majority of the time, where the ANC governs, you will find a lot of people, a lot of black people that are subjected to abject poverty. And they don't say this is because the ANC hates black people. This is the hypocrisy that I'm talking about. And other people making the same argument, they say the DA, it is a racist political party that does not want to provide services to black people. This is how they categorize the DA when they are linking the DA with these places in the Western Cape. But when they are linking the ANC with the similar places where the ANC governs, they say it is the legacy of apartheid. It is not because the ANC it is a political party that hates black people. It is not because the ANC it is a political party that is incompetent. It is not because the ANC it is a political party that has been governing this country for the past 30 years and stealing the state resources. It is not because the ANC it is a political party that is filled with arrogant cadres that see people as the peasants. No, it is the legacy of apartheid. In the Western Cape, it is because the DA hates black people. Where the ANC governs, it is because of the legacy of apartheid. These are South Africans for you. And sometimes you sit there and wonder why this country is not moving forward. It's because you have such people in this country. It's because you have such people in this country. This is absolute madness. Because again, guys, I can speak about the Western Cape and I can speak about Gauteng. Fine. In the Western Cape, they are dealing with migration issue. The Western Cape is next to the Eastern Cape. And we know for a fact that a lot of people in the Eastern Cape, they vote for the ANC. They vote religiously for the ANC. And after voting religiously for the ANC, they go to the Western Cape. So what you see on your screen here, what you see here on your screen, the Western Cape will always have places like this because a lot of people are migrating to the Western Cape because these people are looking for jobs. These people are looking for a better life. So it is quite impossible to actually expect the Western Cape not to have such places when they are dealing with the migration issue. And to be fair with the ANC, because I am not a hypocrite, to be fair with the ANC, I can say the same about Gauteng. To say that even with Gauteng, a lot of people are migrating to Gauteng because people are looking for job opportunities, people are looking for better life, people are looking for jobs so that they can provide for their families. So let's remove the Western Cape and Gauteng from the situation. And let's look at other provinces in the country. Look where the ANC has been governing for the past 30 years and tell me if you don't think that the ANC hates black people. Because with the Western Cape, I understand. And politically, they will always scold the Western Cape because of these places and the fact that the Western Cape is governed by the Democratic Alliance. So politically, I understand it. They will always come for them. They will always remind the DA to say that you guys are governing in the Western Cape and look at how black people are living in the Western Cape. They are not going to say anything about the fact that the Western Cape as a province, they are dealing with a migration issue. They are not going to say anything about the fact that a lot of people are going to the Western Cape to look for a better life. And I mean, like, come on, guys. Clearly, these people are going to live in shacks. Clearly, these people, they're going to have places that are saturated because people are there looking for a better life. They are not going to say that, but they will always scold the DA with that. And I understand that politically. And with Gauteng, I can also understand. With Gauteng, I can understand that, man, the same thing can be said about Gauteng. The same thing can be said about Gauteng. This is the reason why I'm saying we are going to remove the Western Cape and Gauteng from these scenarios and look at the country and say, okay, fine, the ANC has been in charge of this country for the past 30 years. Are these people trying to tell us that where they govern, black people are living better than the people in the Western Cape? Because if people should come out and make an argument that the people in the Western Cape are having a hard life, they should also say that, yes, the people in the Western Cape, they are having a hard life, but the people in Gauteng or in the Free State or in Northern Cape, they are living better than the people in the Western Cape. Is this an argument that these people can make? Is this an argument that people can make? Because you look at other provinces that have been governed by the ANC for the past 30 years. Look at the Eastern Cape. I mean, for an example, look at the Eastern Cape. Look at Limpopo. Look at Free State, where I am. There's poverty everywhere. There's poverty everywhere. So would it be fair to say that the ANC hates black people? Because this is the same argument that they are using whenever they are fighting the DA. Is it fair to say that the ANC hates black people? Because the ANC has been in charge of these provinces for the past 30 years. And they have failed to provide the services to black people. They have failed to create a conducive environment so that businesses can thrive in these provinces. They have failed to get rid of crime. They have failed to look after the people in these places. They have totally failed the people in these provinces. So is it fair to say that the ANC hates black people? Is it fair? Because when you look at the so-called black political parties, the black political parties that were against the idea of Helen Zille running for the mayorship of Johannesburg they said nothing about the ANC and the fact that the ANC has been governing this country for the past 30 years, and black people are subjected to abject poverty under the ANC. They have said nothing. This is the hypocrisy that we are talking about. This is the hypocrisy that we are talking about. Because if you don't want Helen Zille to govern Johannesburg because the DA is failing to deal with Langa, Guguletu, and Michelle Splain. Why are you okay with the ANC through Dada Morero governing Gauteng when the same Gauteng has places like Tembisa, where the places like Diepsloot? Why is it okay for the ANC to govern Gauteng, whereas the ANC have also failed black people in this country? But this is not something that people are actually willing to talk about. That's why I'm saying when they want to gaslight you, they will tell you that in the Western Cape, the DA hates black people. This is the reason why you will see a lot of black people living in the shacks there in the Western Cape. It is because they hate black people. But where the ANC governs, it's because of the legacy of apartheid. They are absolving the ANC from the responsibility and saying that this is because of apartheid. This is the legacy of apartheid. They are saying nothing about the fact that these people, that they are absolving from the these people have been governing there for the past 30 years. They always absorb the ANC from the responsibility and say this is the legacy of apartheid. This is the reason why you will see the president of this country going around and telling the people of this country that, guys, we are in this mess because this is the legacy of apartheid. This is the reason why last time when that building burned in Gauteng and people lost their lives, the Minister of Social Development then, Lindu Ezulu, she didn't go there and say that, guys, this is the fault of the ANC, man. We are in charge of Gauteng, and we are in charge of the Gauteng, and the illegal immigrants are coming into this place and they are hijacking the buildings in the middle of the cities. This is our responsibility. We should be responsible for these buildings. No, they are not saying that. She went there and said that this is the legacy of apartheid. Ramaphosa once addressed the media and said that in this country we don't have enough chartered accountants, we don't have enough engineers, we don't have enough town planners. And it's because the apartheid regime did not train enough engineers, enough chartered accountants, enough town planners. Forgetting that the ANC has been in charge of this country for the past 30 years. What actually stopped the ANC from producing engineers? What stopped the ANC from producing town planners? What stopped the ANC from producing accountants? Ramaphosa sat there as the president of the country and said that, guys, so today as the country, we are having a situation where we do not have enough engineers. And this is the legacy of apartheid. The apartheid government failed to produce engineers. The Minister of Transport then, Chikunga, that incompetent lady of the ANC, she once said, guys, the trains are not moving today. And it is because the apartheid government failed to fund the railways. This is what these people are saying to South Africans, that their incompetency is because of the legacy of apartheid. It has nothing to do with them. The incompetency, it has nothing to do with them. Right now, as we speak, the ANC has built people houses in the Eastern Cape on the flood lines. So when there's massive rains there, people's houses are wiped. And guess what? Guess what? Yes, exactly that. The people that are voting in this country, man, South Africans are holding this country back, man. South Africans are holding this country back in ways that I cannot even explain. That's why I'm saying sitting down and thinking about these things that are taking place in this country, man, you cannot help yourself, but actually get frustrated and get furious. You cannot help yourself. Because the South Africans that are supposed to be clear-minded, South Africans that are supposed to see through the nonsense of politicians, no, they are taking the sides of politicians. They are taking the sides of politicians. They are taking the sides of politicians. Hence, I'm saying everybody is entitled to their opinion. If somebody comes and says that, Thomas, man, I don't want Helen Zille to be the mayor of Johannesburg because I believe that she's incompetent and I believe that she would not do a good work. And I will say that, fine, man, it is an opinion. I cannot take out a gun and shove it up in your mouth and make you say, I want Helen Zille to be the mayor of Johannesburg. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. But the same person cannot tell me that I don't want Helen Zille to be the mayor of Johannesburg because I believe that she's incompetent. But in the same breath, being okay with the fact that Dada Morero is the one that is running Johannesburg. I mean, like, this is where we're going to start to have a problem. This is where we're going to start to have a problem. I'm telling you. But unfortunately, man, the minds of the people of this country, man, have been in the gutter. They have been in the gutter. That's why sometimes when I'm sitting here, I believe other people, man, when they say that this country will never actually get out of this mess that we are in. Not because of the politicians, but because of the South African voters, man. South African voters are the most irresponsible people ever. They are the most irresponsible people that you will ever see. Bunch of hypocrites. Bunch of hypocrites. And I know when I say that they're a bunch of hypocrites, I know when I come out, Thomas, how can you say you are a bunch of hypocrites? I mean, like, guys, I'm sorry. We are fighting for the country right now. We cannot coddle your feelings. We cannot coddle your feelings. Absolute madness, man. Absolute madness. And people they think that the politicians will tell them about the migration issues, man. They will never tell them about the migration issues. They will never tell them about the migration issues. I mean, like, this is the same argument that Hemini Mashaba was making on national television to say that, no, the DA is a political party. They don't want to provide services to black people. These people only want to provide services to white people. I mean, like, that is very easy, man. I mean, like, in this country, man, guys, I've told you time and time again that the DA is in a lot of trouble. The Democratic Alliance, guys, you guys need to listen to me. You need to listen to me. And if you want solutions, call me. You need to listen to me. You are in a lot of trouble because you are competing with people that will always use the fact that you guys are white against you. And it will work every time. It will work every time. That's why last time I said, if Dada Morero were to compete with Helen Zille for the mayorship of Johannesburg, do not think that Helen Zille is going to win. Helen Zille is not going to win. She won't win against Dada Morero. She won't win. And not because she's incompetent, not because she doesn't know what she's doing. But you are dealing with the people that will always use the fact that Helen Zille is white against them. So, for an example, Helen Zille, if she wants to make a case that the ANC should not be the one governing Johannesburg, she will go out with a very detailed analysis to say that, guys, look at what these people have done to you. Look at the money that these cadres have stolen. Look at the money that was stolen, that was misused by these people. Look at the fact that Gauteng there, you remember Banyazal Sufi is still renting buildings, man. They are paying over 30 million rands a month to rent buildings, whereas the government has buildings in Johannesburg. Helen Zille can go out and say, guys, these are things that the ANC is doing to you, and these are things, and this should be sufficient enough for you not to vote for the ANC. But guess what? The ANC will only say that, no, guys, Helen Zille is a racist. Helen Zille is a representative of a political party that hates black people. And that will be enough for people to vote for Dada Morero. That will be enough. I told the DA, even during the elections, that, guys, you are competing with the people that are not even thinking about the strategies to take you down. They are not thinking about strategies to take you down. Do you think that the people in the EFF are thinking about strategies to take Helen Zille down or the DA down? Do you think that the people in Umkhonto Wesizwe Party are thinking about strategies to take the DA down? No, these people are not thinking about the strategies to take the DA down. These people, they only have to go out and say that, guys, the DA, it is a political party that is run by racist white people that hate black people. That is enough. It doesn't matter what the DA says. It doesn't matter if the DA comes with the receipts. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The people of this country will be like, okay, Helen Zille, we hear that the ANC is stealing money. The ANC is filled with corrupt comrades. We hear that the ANC is stealing the money that is supposed to build the water treatment systems, and people are dying because of cholera. We understand that the ANC is stealing the money that is supposed to build the pit toilets. We understand that the ANC is stealing the money that is supposed to fix these sewage drainages in the neighborhoods. We understand that the ANC is stealing the money that is supposed to build they will say, okay, we understand all of that. Then someone from the ANC just comes and says that, guys, these people are racist. Do not listen to these people. That will be enough. That will be enough. It will be. It will be. It will be enough. It has been proven to be enough throughout the elections. This is the only argument that the ANC and the EFF have made throughout the arguments, throughout the elections. Throughout the elections, this is the only argument that the ANC and the EFF have made. No, like, do not listen to what these people are saying. These people are just a bunch of criminals. Yes, Julius Malema and Flesh Vambu are linked with VBS, our grandmothers, our grandfathers. Doesn't matter. You can come with those receipts. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If Julius Malema says that we are not going to vote for a racist white woman, a Botox Helen Zille, like, then it is enough. Black people are not going to vote for that. This is the kind of people that we are dealing with in this country. They don't like substance. They hate substance. They hate substance. They love the theatrics. They love the theatrics. They love it when their leaders are singers like Jacob Zuma and dancers like Jacob Zuma. They love it. That's why Ramaphosa, when he started presidential. But he was like, okay, for me, for the people of this country to actually love me, I will have to become the next Jacob Zuma. I will have to become the next Julius Malema. So sitting down, I'm gonna sit down and look at what Julius Malema is doing, look at what Julius Malema is saying, and I'm gonna start saying the same things that these people are saying. Then black people are gonna love me in this country, because black people in this country, they hate substance. That's why Herman Mashaba is the kind of a politician that he is today. The same Herman Mashaba that was totally against the racial politics, but today he's one of the best racial politicians in this country. It's easy. When you are sitting down, you understand that, okay, the people of this country, they actually hate substance. They love these kind of talks. They love this kind of politics. So if you're going to align your political party as a left-leaning political party, clearly you're going to have the voters. You're going to have the voters. You don't need to work for these people. You don't need to give these people anything. Just tell them that other people are racist and other people do not have the same skin color as you. Then you have won. This is how easy it has actually become to fool black people in this country. They hate substance. They hate substance. Even when you have black political parties that actually come with a bit of substance, they are not even going to vote for these people. They are not going to vote for these people. So South Africans are the ones at this point that are holding this country back. They are literally holding this country back. Literally. They are the ones that are holding this country back. This country is not moving forward. And it is not because of the politicians. It's because of these irresponsible voters that we have in this country. That's all I'm going to say. Guys, please tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.